today's video. Today's video is a DIY, how to do your own stencil to paint on the wall. You're going to need parchment paper, paint tape, a pencil, and a marker, and going to need the image you're going to go off from. I went into Pinterest and searched for an image that I liked, and I just basically freehanded it. I like doing that. It comes out really nice. And I didn't see, there it is, the stencil. I didn't see that it's like little to nothing that you can see, but you will see how it comes out. I use a pencil, so if I had any errors I can erase. You can kind of see I'm doing the curve, but let's get going, shall we? As soon as I knew I was going to be finished after erasing here and there, I grabbed the marker and outline it so I can better see it and for you guys to see it better as well. I will grab my scissors. I will show you how it looks. Everything already outlined. I'll grab the scissors and then I will cut it. Since it had many edges and curves, it took me a little bit of time to cut it, but for you, it's speed up. After you have cut it, then you go place it on the wall. Make sure you put it where you want it. Make sure it's not going to come off, and use extra tape to make sure it doesn't come off. That's how it looks on the wall. I didn't have a perfect square or rectangle paper. I do recommend for you to have it. It kind of threw me off a little bit. Luna's excited because it's a mermaid. And then I get to painting it. I used the purple paint that I had already. I went and filled out the middle. For this, you gotta make sure you hold the edges really careful and then paint over. You're of course gonna get a little bit of bleeding, like crooked outside, but you can later fix it. And then after you have all your outline, you will see that little by little I'm going to be peeling off the little tapes so I can get that straight line. So after you have outlined it ever so slightly and carefully, you of course you're gonna get those bleeds if you didn't hold the paper like straight or firm. But then you can go back either with whatever paint you had on the bottom and then erase, or maybe an outline of a darker color would work. But now you can just fill it up. And I used the smaller brush. This is not actually for paint. This is like for kids like painting. But if you work with a smaller brush, it's easier to go in there and fix and fill and everything. But if you cut your stencil good and everything comes out nicely. This one is more like complex because it had those ragged edges because of her hair and the curvy ones. If you're doing like polka dots or stars, of course it's going to be easier, but that's an easy way to get something on your wall without buying a stencil or buying a vinyl mermaid, because the size of the mermaid that I did here in a vinyl costed $85. And I already had the paint, and I just got the paper like we use for painting, which my husband used at work. So it cost me nothing to do. I just drew it and that's it. And let me fill it up and I'll show you at the end. That's how it looks all filled up. I kind of fixed her face there to have a nose and a lip. And then I just went all the edges to strain them up. And I'm doing these bubbles, and the only thing that you do to do those bubbles is you need like a empty toilet paper roll. You just dunk your toilet paper roll in your paint and you paint away just like so. I kind of double it so when it looks like two bubbles are kind of like gonna pop together, but that's all you do. Dunk your thing, not too much, just like the very tippy, and then you paint away. And that's how it looks. I'm gonna make a little bit more of those bubbles, then I'll be back. And that's how it looks so far. If you want to go do more details, you can go back with different color of paint and then detail that out. But that's basically the basics of doing a stencil on your own. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. And subscribe if you haven't done so, and comment down below if you like this idea.